Okay, now we're going to divide scientific notation numbers. So, we're going to do the same thing like we did when we multiply scientific notation numbers. We're first going to do decimals with decimals, powers with powers. So 3.5 divide by 6.2. And when you divide 3.5 by 6.2, you get this decimal that kind of goes on many places, so I'm going to round it to the hundredth place. So it did say 0.5645. That 5 in the 10,000ths place is going to make that 4 round up to 5. You guys could check that on your calculator if you want. So I'm just going to round to the thousandth place. Okay, then we have 10 to the 4th, divide by 10 to the 9th. And remember, when you multiply powers of the same base, like we did before, you add the exponents. So the inverse of multiplying is dividing. The inverse of adding would be subtracting. So 10 to the 4th, and then we subtract the 9th power. Remember, the numerator always is the first number. Even if it's a smaller number, the numerator is 10 to the 4th, subtract 9. We get negative 5. Uh-oh. This decimal place is in the wrong place. We needed to go one more. It really should look like this. 5.6, whoops. 5.56, oh, I said that right the first time. 5.65 times 10. Well, we had to go one more. Well, when you're counting down the number line, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, one farther down the number line would be negative 6. And you're done. 5.65 times 10 to the negative 6. Now we're going to do it the second method. You could just simplify the numerator. Well, 3.5 times 10 to the 4th, it's a positive exponent, so the number doesn't begin with 0, so we know that we move the decimal to the right 4 places, and we end up with 35,000. The bottom number in the denominator, 6.2 times 10 to the 9th, yikes, we need to move that decimal 9 places to the right because it's a positive exponent. We know that the 6.2 does not begin with 0, so we move to the right. So we have to go 9 places. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we have 6,200,000,000. Now we divide 35,000 divide by 6,200,000,000. Be careful when you're doing those large numbers on the calculator. All right, and we end up with 0. And I'm going to, again, make sure that we just round to that nearest. And then the number leads with 0, so we know it's going to be 10 to the negative exponent. We know the decimal point needs to go there, so it'll be 5.65. Now you just have to figure how many times you move that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they agree with each other. 5.65 times 10 to the 6th. 5.65 times 10 to the 6th. And you're done.